Hi dear students, let's solve another Vogel approximation method for initial basic feasible solution. So you see this is the transportation problem. What is the transportation problem? Transportation problem is the problem in which we have to transport the goods from one place to another place, and obviously we incur the cost, different cost. So we need to see that which one is the least per unit cost to allocate the quantities. Quantities. So you see over here we start off with the Vogel approximation method. Why? Because there are other method. Northwest is a method. Least cost is also another method, but we are going for the Vogel approximation. Why? Because Vogel approximation gives the best initial basic feasible solution, and on that we may apply a stepping stone method to find the optimal solution. Let's move ahead. Start with the Vogel approximation method. So this is the cost. These are the costs given, and these are the total supplies available from warehouse 1, warehouse 2, warehouse 3. These are the demands from the customer 1, customer 2, customer 3. First, you need to see that the supply and demand are the same or not, because this should be the same, so that you should move ahead. 170 is over here. You see 170 over here. In total, over here you also see 170. So you see demand and supply are 170 over here. Now, you need to see that what is the first step. First step is to find the penalties. So what is penalty? Penalty is the difference between the cost of the warehouse 1 to different customers. So you see the least cost is 1, the next cost is 4. 4 minus 1, 3. 3 is. Next is, you see 3 is the least one, and the next is 4. So 1 is the difference. Next you see the least is in the warehouse 3, the least is 2, the next is 6, so 4 is the difference. Over here you see to the customer 1, the different warehouses are incurring different cost. So which one is the least one? 3. Warehouse 2 is giving the 3, incurring the 3 cost per unit. The next is 4, so 1 is the difference. Over here you see the least is 2, the next is 4, so 2 is the difference. Over here you see 1 is the least, 3 is the second one, so 2 is the difference. So over here you see which one has the highest penalty. So over here you see this one has the highest penalty. In that row you will see that which one is the least cost. You see 2. So over here you may see that the demand and supply, which one is the least. So you see the demand is least, that is 40. 40 will be 0, 70 will be 30. 30 will be remaining. So you see this cell is allocated. Since this cell is allocated, and you see there will be no supply. There will be no supply to customer 2 over here. So we will not be supplying. So we have cut this. Okay, and we go ahead. So why we have cut this? Why not this? This is an important thing to understand, because 0 is here. Wherever the 0 is, you have to cut. And in that direction, for example, 0 would be here, so it had to be cut. Since 0 is over here right now, so we have to cut this. So we will not be doing any operation over here. Okay, let's move ahead. What is the remaining? Remaining is this 4, 1, 3, 3, 6, 8. Okay, let's do the same step again. Penalties are same over here. You see over here are same. Okay, but the penalties over here will be different. Before the penalties, we have to find out the demand and supply in totality. 40 plus 60 plus 30, 130. You see 130 is total. Like 60 plus 70 is 130. So you see demand and supply are same. So we are going the correct direction. Okay, let's move ahead. This is allocated, these are cut, remaining are this. Now, let's take out the penalty of them. Let's write 30 instead of the cut 130 over here. Okay, just to keep the things in that proper manner. You see, we will find out the penalty. Least is 1, second is 4, that is 3. That is the penalty. Least is, since both are same, so 0, 6 and 8, 2. So which one is the highest penalty? 3 is the highest penalty. We will go over here. Operation would be here. We'll do the operation over here. In the between the two cost of warehouse 1 to customer 1, 4, warehouse 1 to customer 3 is 1. Which one is the least? 1. So in this, if we want to adjust the demand or supply, which one is the least? 40 is the least. So we will be supplying 40 over here. This will be 0 and this will be 20. Remaining will be 20. Remaining will be 20. So 20 will be remaining over here. Since the 40 is allocated. So you see another cell is allocated. Since 0 is over here, so we cannot do any operation over here. This is allocated, this is. Now we have to move ahead. Just to keep the things in a correct manner, we are just writing the 20 over here. Okay, now we need to see the demand, whether the demand and supply are same or not. Very important. 60 plus 30, 90. And 70 plus 20, 90. So this is correct. Now, let's see the remaining, what are remaining? This 3, 6, 3, 8 are remaining. This is cut, this is cut, this is cut, this is allocated, this is allocated. So over here, what will we do? We have to find out the penalty again. Okay. So penalty of the rows are same, you see, but the column would be different. So over here we see 3 minus 6, 3, 8, 8 minus 3, 5. Which one is the biggest penalty? So you see 5 is the biggest penalty. So we will do the operation in the fifth one over here in this column. So in this column, what do we have? We have 8 and 3. So between 8 and 3, which one is the least one? This one. And which supply or demand is the least one? The demand is the least one, that is 20. 20 will be allocated over here. Remaining is 40. 0. You see another we have allocated, 0 is over here, so this will be cut. This will be cut because of 0. Okay, now we need to see whether the demand and supply are same or not. Since it is 0, so I'm just writing. There is no need to, in fact, over here, yes. 60, after that 40 was remaining. I am just writing it cleanly. 40 is over here. Okay. So you see now we are remaining with the 3 and 6. Rest of the cells are either allocated or cut. So 3 and 6 are remaining. So in the 3 and 6 we see we may go with the penalty. Okay. So in the column we don't have much choice. In the or else we have choice. So 6 minus 3, 3. Before that, we can find out the demand and supply. So you see 40 plus 30, 70, and this is 70. 70 is 70. We are done with that. 3 and 6 have to be allocated. 3. Now we are talking about this column. If we take out the difference between them, 3 and 6, so you see the difference is 3. So between them, which one is the lower one? 3 is the lower one. So in that demand supply, which one is the lower one? 40 or 70? So 40 is the lower one. Okay. So the remaining is 30. Over here would be 0. Okay. So now we are remaining with the 30. So 30 would be allocated at the end. So we are done with the Vogel approximation method. In that, what we have done, we have allocated the demand to different per unit cost, and this is the initial basic feasible solution. This is not the optimal solution. We may have to apply the stepping stone method for that. Okay, let me show you the R allocation is up to the mark or not. Why I would like to show you, because just to make ourselves confident that we are correct. 40 we have allocated with the warehouse 1 to customer 3. 40 we have allocated to the customer 1 from warehouse 2, plus 20 we have allocated to customer 3 from the warehouse 2. That is 40 plus 20 is 60. From the warehouse 3 we have allocated the 30 to customer 1, 40 to customer 2, so that is 70. So this is our total allocation we had. So you see 40 plus 60 plus 70, it is total 170. 170 is total allocated. And over here you see demand, since we have to check the demand supply that we are correct or not. So over here you see the total demand is 40 plus 30, 40 plus 30 is 70, 70, 40 over here, and it is 60. So let's count them. 40 plus 70, 110 and 160, 170. So we are done with this. So you see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cells are allocated, and we need to see that m plus n minus 1. M is 3, n is 3, okay, minus 1. So you see that the 5 cells are allocated. Okay, now we may apply the stepping stone method on this initial basic feasible solution to find the optimum solution. Okay, so thank you very much.